The Minnesota Media Archive is brought to you by North Metro TV. Your support helps make the archive possible. Please consider a one-time donation.
Run demo. Insert tape. Loading. Playing. Transferring video. Recording. Disc ready. Transfer your videotapes to DVD and digital at North Metro TV. $12 an hour for tapes. $30 an hour for film. Call 763-231-2803.
Open my microphone. Please stand for the presentation of the colors and the national anthem sung by Cassie Hedrington.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Candidate number 1, Mallory Ford. Candidate number 2, Angela Champagne. Candidate number 3, Audra Gerlach. Candidate number 4, Sarah Westerberg. Candidate number 5, Jenny Pfeiffer. Candidate number 6, Danielle Juskowitz. Candidate number 7, Stacy Kakuris. Candidate number 8, Katina Grabansky. Candidate number 9, Sonia Erickson. Candidate number 10, Sarah Madela. Candidate number 11, Julie Pfeiffer. Candidate number 12, Jessica Ortega. And candidate number 13, Destiny Stiles. And ladies and gentlemen, our 2000-2001 royal family, please welcome Stacy, Jen, Heather, and Wyatt.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for coming. We'd like to kick this off, and we're going to get started by introducing our MCs. First off, we have former Miss Blaine from 1999-2000, Lynn Morano.
Past royalty mother and current committee member, Chris Carver.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the 22nd annual Miss Blaine and Ambassador Coronation. Our royal family, their families, the pageant committee, and 13 dynamic candidates have been putting tons of time and energy in hopes that tonight will be an enjoyable and exciting evening.
The job of our judges is an important and a challenging one. We'd like to take this opportunity to introduce you to our judges. Please hold your applause until all the judges have been introduced.
Our first judge is Glenn Plaisted. Glenn is a resident of Blaine, and he has lived here for the past 17 years with his wife Robin and son Anthony. Both Glenn and Robin served several years on the Blaine's Blazin 4th Committee. He is a past president of this organization. For 12 years, Glenn has been a volunteer with the Minneapolis Aquatennial. For the last 7 years, he served as a chaperone to the Minneapolis Aquatennial Queen of the Lakes and Princesses. He and his wife have escorted 8 sets of ambassadors to coronations and events throughout Minnesota, neighboring states, and 1 trip to Osaka, Japan. Glenn has served as a judge at several coronations.
Karen is married and has 2 grown daughters, Amy and Lisa. She was involved in Blaine's Blazin 4th program in 94-95 when her daughter Amy was a Blaine princess. Karen has lived in Blaine for 30 years and works for a major medical device company.
Sherry Schwann has been a resident of Blaine most of her life. She was a past Miss Blaine for the 1995-1996 year. Afterwards, she continued to be a part of the Blaine Royal Committee. She has been working at a local medical equipment company and as a sales representative for the last 4 years, but has decided to leave and will be attending school in the fall to continue with her education.
The judging auditor this year is Chris Sexton. Chris has worked with the Minneapolis Aquatennial for 9 years as a director of community relations. In this role, she has coordinated the junior, senior, and Queen of the Lakes candidates. She is now employed with Medtronic as a marketing coordinator. She also has 2 grown daughters, 2 grandchildren, and lives in Brooklyn Park. It is Chris's job to accumulate individual candidate points after each judging event and give these to our judges to help them assist them in the final deliberation of choosing Miss Blaine as well as her 2 princesses. The 4th place will be an alternate and will be revealed only in the case of need. Thank you, Chris.
Thank you to all of our judges. All 13 candidates have participated in numerous pre-pageant events. The sponsorship dinner adjudged event was once again this year provided, served, and hosted by the Sergeant John Rice VFW. These young ladies participated in a car wash fundraiser. They rode in the Blaine's Blazin 4th Parade and participated in face painting at the 4th of July celebrations at the National Sports Center. They were in a style show at Northtown Mall, which was also another judged event. And they've enjoyed numerous, well, not numerous, but I suppose 1 or 2 bowling and pizza parties with the junior candidates, and were servers last night after their coronation, the junior royalty, that is. It's not only a big mouthful of things to do, but it's a heavy schedule. Yes, it is.
And that brings us to tonight's event, the selection of the 2001-2002 Blaine Royalty. All the candidates will complete a 1-year reign, except for Miss Blaine, who will go on to compete in the 2002 Minneapolis Aquatennial's Queen of the Lakes program. After that, she will then give up her reign.
At this time, I would like to introduce to all of you 2 people who are very, very special to this organization. They serve as our coordinators, and they also, they've just given tons of time and effort to this program. And I know that my year as Miss Blaine would have been nothing without the generosity of Jim and Judy Ristine. Please welcome them.
Okay, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. As we announced, these were the candidates that were chosen at our coronation last night. We have 4 new juniors that will be joining us for the rest of the year. And we're very excited about having them with us, and we hope that they have a good time with us this year. And what we're going to let them do is introduce themselves to you this year.
Hi, my name is Ben Marine. I'm proud to be the 2001-2002 Blaine Junior Commodore, and here's my lovely queen, Shelby. Hi, my name's Shelby Larson. I'm glad to be the new 2001-2002 queen. Thank you. Hi, my name is Ben Bushok, and I'm proud and honored to be the 2001-2002 Junior Vice Commodore. Thank you. Hi, my name is Sarah West. I'm the 2001-2002 Blaine Junior Princess.
Visiting us this evening are some of Blaine's past royalty. We'd like each of them to come up and introduce themselves once again as Blaine's royalty.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Bethany Johnson. I was very proud and honored to be the 1998-99 Blaine Princess and Blaine's Most Congenial.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Cassie Eddington. I was very honored to have the privilege of being the 1997-98 Blaine Junior Queen. I'd like to wish good luck to all the candidates.
Hello, my name is Danica Miller. I was the 1997-98 Blaine Princess and Blaine's Most Congenial.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Tracy Ackery, and I was very proud and honored to be the 1999-2000 Blaine Princess and Blaine's Most Congenial.
Hi, my name is Brandon Reen. I'm the 1999-2000 Blaine Junior Commodore. Thank you. Hi, my name is Nicholas Carver. I was the 2000-2001 I was the 1999-2000 Blaine Junior Vice Commodore.
Hello everyone, my name is Tara Truman and I was the 1986-87 Blaine Junior Princess and the 1999-2000 Princess.
Hi, my name is Whitney Buchelt and I am the 1999-2000 Blaine Junior Queen. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Amber Reiners. I was proud and honored to be Blaine's Blazing Forest Princess for the year 1996-97. Thank you.
Good evening and welcome. My name is Padrina Faber. I was proud and honored to be the 1998-99 Blaine Princess.
Hi, everybody. My name is Benita Gregerson, and I was proud and honored to be the Senior Queen for 1998-1999.
Hi, my name is Tyler Pearson, and I'm proud and honored to be 1998-99 Junior Vice Commodore for Blaine.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Dorothy Albers, and I was very proud and honored to be the 1999-2000 Blaine Senior Queen, representing the City of Blaine and the Mary Ann Young Senior Center.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Bert Albers, and I'm very proud and honored to be, I was, the 1999-2000 Blaine Senior King. Good luck to all the candidates.
Greetings, everyone. My name is Heather Clinton, and I was the 1994-95 Most Congenial and Blaine Princess.
Good evening. My name is Sherry Schwann, and I was the 1995-96 Miss Blaine.
Good evening. My name is Heather Derschel, and I was the 1996-97 Miss Blaine.
Good evening and welcome. My name is Jessica Vogt, and I was the 1996-97 Blaine Princess, and I wish the best of luck to all the candidates.
Thank you, Past Royalty, for joining us this evening. Now it's time to get to know our candidates. The Pageant Committee proudly presents the 13 very qualified candidates vying to be the 2001-2002 Blaine representatives. Each candidate has been given the question, if you could live in the past, present, or future, which would it be and why?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am candidate number 1, Mallory 4. I would like to take this time to thank my sponsor, Applause Dance Academy. When I was asked the question, if I could live in the past, present, or future, which should it be and why, I thought to myself, I would like to live in all three. In the past, I would be the loved ones in my life that have now passed on, and I would have the chance to be a kid again, with no worries and no fears. In the future, I could have the life I've always dreamed of. A wonderful career, my dream husband, and a family of my own. I would have everything in life that I have worked so hard to get. As I thought to myself a little more, living in the present would be the choice I would have to make. I love the person I am today. I am a strong, beautiful, hardworking, dedicated young woman. The family and friends I have in my life today, I would not change or give up for the world. The present is so important to me. I am going to college in the fall, and I'm moving out on my own. I'm about to go through one of the most important transitions in life. It is today, the present, that I can make the future my own. And for all these reasons, this is why I choose the present. Thank you, and have a wonderful evening.
I'm candidate number 2, Angela Champagne. I would like to take a few seconds to thank my sponsor, AA North Metro Towing Service, because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be up here right now. If I could live in the past, present, or future, as most of you can tell, I would live in the future. I would live in the year 3333. So, by my calculations, that would make me 1,350 years old. But I would still be alive, and I would still look 18 because of all of the vast cloning advancements. And I believe in the future that people will be able to live on whatever planet they want. I would live on the North Pole of Saturn. In the morning, I would go for a little jog around the rings of this beautiful planet. I would be able to, when I would go to choose the clothes I would wear, I would sit in front of a computer with a picture of myself on it and see what would look best on me. That way I wouldn't have to try anything on. I wouldn't have to do any housework because, well, the robots would do it all for me. And whenever I got hungry, I would just hit a button and food would magically appear in front of me. The weather would always be nice and sunny because everyone likes nice and sunny weather. And when I'd talk on the phone, I could see a picture of who I was talking to and exactly what they were doing. The school would be the same for the sake of education and socialization. And I believe in the future that there would be no roads. Everyone would just fly wherever they wanted. So there would be a major need for police officers to patrol all areas at all times. I think that in the future, I believe that in the future, unlike the past, I can't open a book to see what is going to happen because, well, no one really knows. And that's why I would choose to live in the future. Thank you, and have a great 4th of July.
Good evening. I'm Audra Gerlach, candidate number 3, and my sponsor is S&C Pets. When I was little, my mom used to sit down with me every night and read to me. Listening to the stories gave me a love for reading and an appreciation of many subjects. Of all the books she read, my favorite series was Little House on the Prairie. The true tales of Laura Ingalls and her pioneer family fascinated me. So if I could live in the past, present, or future, I would choose to go back to the pioneer days. I admire the pioneers for their hard work, sense of community, and strong families. The pioneers had to work extremely hard if they wanted to survive. Almost everything they owned, they had to make for themselves, from their homesteads to their simple clothes to their meals made from scratch. That was a whole lot of work, day in and day out, but they persevered so as to make things better for those after them. Pioneer towns had a wonderful sense of community. Almost everyone knew everyone else by name because the towns were small and friendly, and if anyone ever needed help, it wasn't uncommon for the whole town to pitch in, whether it be to raise a barn, harvest a crop, or cook a meal for someone who wasn't able. Pioneer families were generally large, and yet they remained close-knit. Growing up, siblings served as playmates, and extended families lived in the same town for generations. I know that living as a pioneer would be a tough and character-strengthening experience. I only hope that one day, when I have a family of my own, I can instill in them values similar to those that the pioneers have held and those that my parents have held. Hardworking, persevering, involved in their community, and most importantly, tied closely to their family. I would like to take this time to thank my mom for reading to me as a child and for sparking my interest in so many diverse topics. I would also like to thank my entire family for their love, support, and constant inspiration. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am candidate number 4, Sarah Westerberg, sponsored by Platinum Plus Tanning. And when I was asked, would I rather live in the past, present, or future, I found the decision came as hard as choosing your favorite flavor in ice cream parlor. It took a long time. Finally, I decided I would go to the past. Just visit, though, not live. I would like to go back to the very first day on Earth when Adam and Eve were in the Garden of Eden. My question is, Adam and Eve only had 2 sons. How in the world the rest of the population get going? And where did all those other people come from? Then I would also like to know whatever happened to the dinosaurs. I know everyone has their own theory of how they became extinct, but no one really knows for sure. Then I would like to go to the city of Jerusalem when I see the baby Christ born in the manger, just like the song Away in the Manger says. I'd like to see him grow up and preach the gospel and die and rise again. I would like to know how the Big Bang theory of evolution and God's creation all comes together, and once I figure that out, I would like to fast forward back to the present and tell everyone what I had learned, and hopefully I'd be able to answer someone else's questions who was just as curious as I was. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm candidate number 5, Jenny Pfeiffer, and I'm sponsored by Mixed Printing. I would like to thank you all for coming out here this evening. It means a lot to all of us. When I was first asked about the question, if you could live in the past, present, or future, what would you live in and why? I knew exactly what my response would be. I picked, if I could live in the past, present, or future, I would visit the future and live in the past. The reason why I would visit the future is to find a cure for cancer and to figure out how long it would be before we would actually know what the cure is. Then I would live in the past and cure my grandmother and a close friend that had passed away from cancer. They mean a lot to me, and I am the type of person that would like to cure others and support them and make them all happy and everything else. And I'm hoping that we would find a cure in the not too distant future, and I would want everyone to look up to me and thank me for finding a cure. Thank you very much.
Good evening and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I'm candidate number 6, Danielle Jeskowitz, and I'm sponsored by Anmar ADT Security. If I could choose to live in the past, present, or future, I would choose to live in the past. One of the main reasons I would choose to live in the past is because I love the way they dress. Ever since I brought this costume home, I've never wanted to take it off because I love it so much. I'm not exactly sure what triggers me in liking this kind of dress because it's kind of heavy and I wouldn't want to wear it outside on a day like this, but I extremely love it. Another reason why I would want to live in the past is because I would love to see how everything was first made, first invented. Like, I'd want to be around to see how they exactly built the pyramids, or I believe it's called Stonehenge, how that was made, so I could come back and tell everybody, this is exactly how they did it. And there are some reasons why I wouldn't want to live in the past, and that's because I wouldn't want to go through any of the wars and the heartache that they went through. I wouldn't want to be in the Great Depression. I wouldn't want to have 0 rights because then I wouldn't be able to do anything. I probably wouldn't be able to stand up here right now today. And another reason why I'd want to live in the past is so I could see my grandpa again. He died when I was in 9th grade, so it's only been about 5 years, but I miss him an extremely large amount. Thank you.
Hi, I'm candidate number 7, Stacy Kakurs, and I'd like to thank my sponsor, Carl Sprinkler Service. And if I had to choose between living in the past, present, or future, I would choose the past. In the past, I would be able to see everything that happened in the past that brought us into life today. I would be able to, instead of worrying about if my car works or not, I would have my trusty horse and carriage. I wouldn't have to worry about a cell phone or a laptop computer to get a hold of my friends. And I would also be able to be a housewife, but also show everyone that housewives also like to go out and do things that men also do, like fishing and hunting and have fun. In the past, it would give me a chance to experience all the inventions and everything that brought us into today, and it would give me a chance to live life in a different way. Thank you.
Okay, we're going to take a small break in between the candidates here, and we're going to watch a video reflection of the current royalties past year.
extended family, it's just been amazing because suddenly you have extra little brothers and little sisters and extra moms and dads.
Meeting all the new people, all the other royalties and committees.
Funny, goofy, crazy, weird.
He's a ladies' man. Oh yeah? I think he's got a couple of prospects.
Oh, and blowing him kisses.
Oh, that's cute.
This royal family has just outdone themselves as far as being kind and helpful, and they're the most loving bunch of people.
in. Warm welcome, which is always nice.
And I proudly stand up next to you.
Yeah, we really composed. Like, girls are sleeping over with Heather and Stacy, like little sisters to them. Boys have come almost like little brothers to me.
One can see from the video why the Blaine program is so fantastic. It certainly does offer many memorable experiences and friendships that can be valued for a lifetime.
We would like to thank Brian Rustine for all of his help in making this video.
And now,
All right, yeah.
Thanks, Brian. And now we will continue with our candidate presentations.
Boy, I sure have had some wonderful moments. Those great memories, wow. And it's over. It's over. Yesterday is gone. So what about tomorrow? Tomorrow? Oh, tomorrow. Wait, what's this? Presents. I love presents. Well, let's see. Usually they're easier to open. Oh, today, of course, today. Today is where I want to be. Yesterday is gone, tomorrow may never be. To me, the present is the greatest gift of all. If I could choose to live in the past, present, or future, I would choose the present. Today is where I am, where my opportunities lie. It is today that I have a choice and can make decisions in order to create the life that I want to live. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. My name is Sonia Erickson. I am candidate number 9. I'd like to start out this evening by thanking Jackie and Tanya of Angelique's Bridal. Not only did their sponsorship make it possible for me to participate tonight, but they provided my evening gown for this program. Thanks, girls. When asked the question, would I rather be from the past, present, or future, and why? I chose present. Let me tell you, my life is going great right now. I have lots of people who love me, I have great friends, and many talents. Not only this, but being in the present puts me in the position to shape the future. The main reason I chose present, though, is because of my family. I love them all so much. I'd like to share something with those of you out there who don't know me. I have a very large family. I have 14 brothers and sisters. That makes 15 kids, including me. And tonight, to explain my family to you, because I get asked these questions all the time. What are their names? How old are they? How many bathrooms do you have? I have made a picture diagram. My apologies to those of you in back who can't see the diagram. First of all, we have Johnny. He is 6 years old and the baby of the family, quite spoiled, I might add. Then we have Rachel, who is 8, Andrew, who is 10, Rosie's 13. She's like the babysitter for all the 3 little ones. Then we have Luke, who is also 13, but they're not twins. What happened is my parents have adopted 5 children, and Luke is from Haiti. Then my brother Joseph, who is 14, Jesse is also 14, and Natalie is 15, Josh is 16, Roland is 16, I am 18, Evie is 18, my brother Matt is 19. I know the list gets kind of long. My sister Michelle is 22, and my oldest brother Tony, who is always trying to look out for me, is 23. And the 2 that started it all, my mother and father, Jackie and Lou, up here at the top. But let me tell you something. Whether you are from the past, present, or future, something that I have learned is time, it always comes and goes. But the one thing that remains the same is your family. They will always be there for you. No matter what happens, you meet new people, make new friends, lose old friends. Your family will always be there. And that is why I chose my family for the present. Thank you.
Good evening and welcome. My name is Sarah Madela and I'm candidate number 10. I would just like to take this time to thank my sponsor, Buffalo Wild Wings, for their kindness and their generosity. My past was all about growing up, from a child to an adolescent and finally becoming an adult. The present happens so quickly that it soon becomes the past, but my future is filled with many life-changing moments and I'm very excited for it to happen. This crystal ball shows all the amazing events that are going to happen in my life. During my 4 years of college at Morehead State University, I learned a lot of responsibility. All the decisions that affected my life I had to make on my own, whether it be how much time I spend studying, what I do in my free time, or how I spend my money. Through the years that I spent away from home, I matured a lot and realized what life had in store for me. Shortly after college ended, I began my career as a journalist, though I always strived for bigger and better things. Through a lot of hard work and dedication, I soon found myself in the career of my dreams as a broadcaster on the news. After I was settled into my career, I fell in love, became engaged, and shortly after was married. My parents planned the wedding of my dream. As my father walked me down the aisle, I saw my mother's eyes fill with tears, and my sister, my very best friend, was my maid of honor. After we were married, we started a family of our own. As the years passed, I watched my children grow up and have children of their own, and I always enjoyed telling stories about my youth to my grandchildren. What this crystal ball has shown me is that my future is full of many life-changing moments, and I'm very excited for them to truly happen. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for coming. I'm candidate number 11, Julie Pfeiffer, and I'm sponsored by 21st Century Bank. If I could live in the past, present, or future in my life, I would want to live in the past because when I was younger, I didn't have to worry about anything. I didn't have to worry about my future or any problems that were occurring. My parents took care of everything for me. But now that I'm 19 years old, I have to decide what path I'm going to take for my future. But when I look at the world, I would want to live in the present. Because what I've learned about the past with all its problems and about the medical issues that they had, I consider ourselves lucky to have the technology that we do today to solve them. I consider our society more organized than it was in the past. But when I look at the future, I see our society as being controlled by technology and people out of jobs. I believe that you have to work to achieve what you want in life. My dad told me that yesterday's history, tomorrow's a mystery, and today is the present, and that's why we call it a gift. Life's a gift, and you should live it as much as you can and achieve as much as you want. That's why I would want to live in the present. Thank you.
Hi, I'm candidate number 12, Jessica Ortega, and I am sponsored by Casablanca Coffee. When I was asked the question, would I rather live in the past, the present, or the future, I knew right away that I would choose the present, for this is where I am the happiest. If I were to live in the past, none of my family or friends would be alive yet, and I don't know if I would be happy without them. I mean, sure, I'd have family members and friends in the past, but I don't know if that would make me as happy as I am now. If I were to live in the future, you know, that's undecided. No one knows what it's going to be like. It could be the greatest place on earth. I mean, I could be happier than I would ever be now, but it could also be a devastating place that no one would want to live. That's why I choose the present. All my friends and family are here supporting me throughout this whole thing, and if I weren't here in the present, I would never have this great experience, never meet the girls that I've met and make the friendships, and experience the things I've experienced now. That is why I chose the present, because this is where I'm happy. Thank you.
Howdy, I'm candidate number 13, Destiny Stice. First of all, I'd like to thank my sponsor, KJ's Grill and Bar, for all their love and support throughout the pageant. Now, tonight when I was thinking of my answer for the question, I remembered something, a memory of this spring break when I went horseback riding up a mountain in Mexico. This memory helped me make my decision of the question if I'd like to live in the past, the present, or the future. I would like to live in the past during the Western days. Now, I picked this for many different reasons. One of the reasons is because I love the independent and exciting life of being a cowgirl or a cowboy. I would also love being able to travel many different places. Another reason that I picked this is because of the many people and family that you get during traveling on the trail. The people that you meet become a family that will help you no matter what. The last reason that I picked this was because you'd be able to ride a horse every day, whenever you want, wherever you want. And for me, that would be a dream come true. Thank you.
You know, Lynn, they were so good. It's going to be so hard to pick a winner.
I'm so glad I don't have the judge's job.
Oh, me too. Well, next, we'd like to take a little time to acknowledge a few special people. One of them is Balloons Galore for our stage decorations. Another one is for Whitney Reiners and Bethany Johnson, who helped the candidates with their dances tonight. Also to Tim Kanema for the farewell speeches and the slide presentations. Thanks a lot, you guys. We couldn't have done it without you.
And now we would like to welcome Blaine's 2000-2001 royalty with their rendition of Ain't No Mountain High Enough.
Listen, baby, ain't no mountain high, ain't no valley low, ain't no river wide enough, baby. If you need me, call me, no matter where you are, no matter how far. Don't worry, baby, just call my name, I'll be there in a hurry. You don't have to worry, oh baby, there ain't no mountain high.
candidates will now be presented in their final areas of judging. Our 13 candidates are now presented to you, modeling the evening wear of their choice. While on stage, each candidate will select and answer an impromptu question. These questions were complied by the committee and will be drawn randomly by each candidate or consultant. All right, candidate number 1 is Mallory 4. Mallory is a 2001 High Honors graduate of Blaine High School. At Blaine High School, she participated in dance line for 3 years. She was also a mentor for the 8th graders. This fall, she will attend the University of Minnesota. She is hoping to pursue her lifelong dream of becoming a pediatrician. Mallory would like to take this time to thank her parents as well as her sponsor, Applause Dance Academy, for all their support throughout her candidacy.
Hi, Mallory. Sorry this took so long. Why don't you go ahead and draw your question? Your question is, who is someone you would call a hero and why?
If there was someone I would call a hero, I would pick my mom. My mom is the most wonderful person I've ever had in my life. I admire her so much. Thank you.
Our second candidate is number 2, Angela Champagne. Angela is a 2001 graduate of Spring Lake Park High School. Angela was a cheerleader, a Panther mentor, and a member of the choir. In the fall, Angela will be attending the Minneapolis Business College, majoring in law. She hopes to become a lawyer. Angela would like to also take this time to thank her family for their love and support, as well as her sponsor, AA North Metro Towing.
Draw your question. If you could travel anywhere in the world, where would you go and why?
If I could travel anywhere in the world, I would have to choose Paris because I've heard it is the most beautiful place and I would really enjoy to see that. Thank you.
Candidate number 3, Audra Gerlach. Audra is the daughter of Steve and Chardell and sister to Jonathan. She graduated from Centennial High School this spring, but spent her senior year studying at the University of Minnesota, where she will continue studying this fall, majoring in psychology with an emphasis on genetics. In high school, she was involved in track, cross-country, band, and speech. She has also figure skated for the past 8 years. Her hobbies include rollerblading, reading, and studying architecture. Audra is sponsored by S&C Pets.
Audra, why don't you go ahead and draw us a question? What is one thing that you would like to do over in your life thus far, and why?
If I could do one thing over in my life, I would go back to camp. I've gone to camp every summer since I was in about 3rd grade. And this year is the last year I can go, and I enjoy camp so much, so I want to go again and again, even though I'll be like 30. Thank you.
Here's candidate number 4, Sarah Westerberg. Sarah is currently attending Anoka Ramsey Community College, where this fall she will be taking more classes towards her major in physical therapy. Sarah enjoys playing volleyball, dancing, and hanging out with her friends on the lake. like to thank her family and Platinum Plus Tanning for their love and support through these last few months. Once again, here's candidate number 4, Sarah Westerberg.
Hi, Sarah. If you could be any age, what age would it be and why?
If I could be any age, I would want to go back to when I was like 4. I lived in my old house with my parents and all my siblings because at the time I remember having the most fun playing in our backyard and not have any cares in the world. Thank you.
Our candidate number 5 is Jenny Pfeiffer. Jenny is a 2000 graduate of Blaine High School and lives with her family in Blaine. She will be attending Anoka Ramsey Central Community College this fall to finish her generals. She plans on majoring in physical therapy and sports medicine. In her free time, she enjoys dancing and camping. She would like to thank her parents and her sponsor, Mix Printing, for their support. Once again, candidate number 5, Jenny Pfeiffer.
Hi, Jenny. Go ahead and pick yourself a question. What are some important issues facing young adults today?
Some important issues facing the adults today is smoking. They need to really wake up to the world and realize how bad smoking is, and some drugs, and some important issues the teachers really need to bring up to others and make them realize how bad they really can be. Thank you.
Here's candidate number 6, Danielle Juskowitz. Danielle is a 2000 graduate of Blaine High School. Danielle is now attending St. Cloud State University, where she is majoring in business economics. She is in the Delta Beta Social Sorority, where she participates in many community service activities. Danielle would like to thank Anmar ADT Security, and as well as her family and friends for all their love and support. Once again, here is candidate number 6, Danielle Juskowitz.
Hi, Danielle. Go ahead and pick a question. If you could pick a TV show or movie that best describes your family, which would it be and why?
If I could choose a TV show that would best describe my family, I would probably choose The Simpsons because it's a well-watched show in our family, and we kind of are funny like they are, and we kind of goof around with each other a lot, but we don't really choke each other and call each other names, so thank you.
Candidate number 7, Stacy Kukuris. Stacy recently graduated from Blaine High School, where she participated in cheerleading for 4 years. She cheered for football, basketball, and competition squad. She was named All-American in 1999 and All-State in 2001. She will attend Anoka Ramsey Community College in the fall. She would like to thank her sponsor, Carl Sprinkler Service, for all their help and support. Once again, candidate number 7, Stacy Kukuris.
What would you like to be doing or have accomplished 10 years from now?
In 10 years from now, I would like to accomplish a good job, steady job, have a family of my own, and live in a house where I can support myself and my family and be successful. Thank you.
Our candidate number 8, Katrina Grabansky. Katrina is a 2001 Spring Lake Park graduate. At Spring Lake Park, she was involved in many activities such as member of the dance line, a cheerleader, and a hockey manager. In the fall, Katrina will be attending Century College in White Bear Lake, where she will be finishing the dental assistant program. She would also like to take this time to thank her parents and her sponsor, Dr. Bruce Madsen, for their love and support. Once again, this is candidate number 8, Katrina Grabansky.
Hi, Katrina. Go ahead and pick a question. If you were granted one wish, what would you wish for and why?
If I was granted one wish, I would wish for my uncle and my 3 cousins and my aunt who moved to Hong Kong in January would be here with us and wouldn't have to live there. Thank you.
Here is candidate number 9, Sonia Erickson. Sonia is a graduate of Alliance Christian Academy. At Alliance Christian Academy, she was a captain of the basketball team as well as chapel worship leader. She enjoys horseback riding and taking her sisters to the mall. Sonia will be attending the University of Minnesota, where she will be majoring in biology and hopes to continue on to medical school. Her dream is to become a pediatrician. She'd like to thank her family and Angelique's for their sponsorship. Once again, candidate number 9, Sonia Erickson.
Hi, Sonia. Go ahead and pick a question. If you were given $1 million, what would you buy?
If I was given $1 million, I would actually send the money to Haiti, where my brothers and sisters are from. I would send it to the orphanage that they were adopted from so that it could help their orphanage get better and it would help save more children's lives. Thank you.
Candidate number 10, Sarah Madela. Sarah is a 2001 graduate of Spring Lake Park High School. Sarah was a manager of the boys' football and hockey teams. She played softball. She was involved in the Senate. She was an office aide and also part of National Honor Society. Sarah received a presidential award for academics and graduated in the top 10% of her class. Sarah will be attending the Minnesota State University in Moorhead, where she'll be majoring in mass communications. Sarah would like to thank her sponsor for their generosity. Once again, this is candidate number 10, Sarah Madela.
Hi, Sarah. Go ahead and pick a question. With an example, what would make a good friend?
What would make a good friend is someone that's honest, caring, and just has to be a special person. I have a friend that's in the audience that I've been best friends with since 1st grade, and she definitely makes a good friend. Thank you.
Candidate number 11, Julie Pfeiffer. Julie is a 2000 graduate from Blaine High School. This fall, she will be starting her 2nd year at Anoka Ramsey Community College. Julie has plans on pursuing her dream of becoming a marine biologist. Julie would like to thank her family for all their support and encouragement, as well as her sponsor, 21st Century Bank.
Hi, Julie. Go ahead and draw a question. If you could have dinner with either President George Bush, Janet Jackson, or Michelle Kwan, who would you pick and what would you talk about?
If
If I could have dinner with any one of those three, I would choose Janet Jackson because I think she's a good role model and she's a great singer. And the reason I would choose her is because she's one that sets a good example for little children to look up to. We would just have a conversation about what she likes to do and what I like to do, nothing about like her career or anything, because I think that's something bad to bring up. I think that's what they get questions about every single time. So I think just bringing up a different subject would be nice. Thank you.
Candidate number 12, Jessica Ortega. Jessica is 18 years old and a 2001 graduate of Spring Lake Park High School. Jessica is excited to be attending the University of Minnesota Duluth campus this fall and will be majoring in education. Jessica enjoys watching movies and playing with animals. She would like to thank her sponsor, Casablanca Coffee, and her family for all their support. Once again, candidate number 12, Jessica Ortega.
Hi, Jessica. Go ahead and pick a question. What is your favorite season of the year and why?
My favorite season of the year is probably spring, because it's right when it's getting right out of winter and you're really cold, and it's all of a sudden just really nice, kind of warm. And it's like the most comfortable time of the year to be living in. Thank you.
Candidate number 13, Destiny Stias. Destiny is a 2001 graduate of Spring Lake Park High School. In the fall, Destiny plans on attending Century College, where she will major in fashion marketing. Destiny enjoys spending time with friends, dancing, and playing soccer. She currently is playing soccer for North Metro. Destiny would like to thank her sponsor, KJ Grill and Bar, and her family for all their love and support. Candidate number 13, Destiny Stias.
Hi, Destiny. There's one more question in there for you. If you had to live on an island, what one thing would you bring with you and why?
If I had to live on an island, one thing that I would bring is my favorite food, pickle wraps, because I can't not live without them. Thank you.
It is now time to excuse our judges and take a short intermission to prepare for the remainder of our show. Again this past year, we've been honored to have...
You're skipping me, girl.
Oh, but I like to do this part.
But it's my turn.
Okay, fair enough.
Now it's time to turn our attention to recognizing and saying farewell to our 2000-2001 Blaine Royalty. Please welcome the 2000-2001 Junior Royalty, Vice Commodore Andrew Bozer, Junior Princess Tracy Mormon, Junior Commodore Nathan Skalski, and Junior Queen Carly Hauer. Okay, now it's your turn.
Oh, good. Again this past year, we've been honored to have the Blaine Senior Royalty as part of our program.
I'm Wanda Hassler, the Blaine Senior Queen for the past year. This past year has been out of this world. So many things have happened since we were elected Senior King and Queen. We have been very busy with about 50 appearances, plus the experience of meeting so many, many great people that have been so kind to us. I took a little vacation from my duties as Senior Queen last October and November, having 2 major operations, but I can't tell you what a great royal family we had. They were there for me with flowers, cards, gifts, food, baskets of goodies, and gift certificates to eat out. Also, Gary Muma has been like a mother to me, always there to help me walk in rough areas, wet, slippery sidewalks, and getting the car in rainy weather. I want to thank them all from the bottom of my heart. I also want to thank Heather for her kindness and her great smile. Thanks to Stacy and Jen for helping me get my crown on straight all the time. And Wyatt, what a sweet guy. He's always there to help me on and off the float. Tracy and Carly, thanks for all your hugs and giggles. What a couple of sweethearts. Andrew and Nathan have been a handful at times, but boys will be boys. And last but not least, I want to thank Jim and Judy Ristine for their patience and kindness, and for all the time they put into this program. It couldn't function without them. Also, thanks to the John Rice VFW and the City of Blaine, the City Council, especially Tom Ryan and Jane Daniels for all their support. Thank you, everyone. We will miss you. Please keep in touch. We love you all.
Hi, my name is John Hassler, and I'm proud to have served as Blaine Senior King for the years 2000 and 2001. It's been a busy and interesting year with numerous parades and social functions. We were blessed to have had serving with us as Blaine royalty a loving, caring, and thoughtful bunch of young people. What a pleasure to have worked with them this past year. As an example how caring and loving they are, just before a recent parade, one of the junior princesses came up to Wanda and I and stated, "I forgot to do something today. Give you both a big hug. I'd adopt all 8 if we didn't already have 9 grown children." What can I say about the royalty parents? A more helpful, thoughtful, and caring group I have never seen. Just as an example, before a recent parade, they found out that Wanda and I were celebrating our 52nd wedding anniversary. They responded with a large cake, beautiful corsages, and a large gift certificate. We are very grateful for their help and friendship. There are many people and groups to thank for making our term pleasant. Most of all, Jim and Judy Racine. Without them, there would be no program. Sergeant John Rice, VFW Post, was extremely generous in their support. The Blaine Senior Center and the Blaine City Council provided support and encouragement. Also, we are grateful for the behind-the-scene people who were always available to assist. Again, our thanks for an interesting, enjoyable, and unforgettable year.
Please welcome. Please welcome 2000-2001 Blaine Senior King and Queen, John and Wanda Hassler.
John and Wanda, you helped make this a very memorable year. We now turn our attention to another member of the royal family.
Wow, does time ever fly when you're a princess? I remember the day that I was crowned, and the one thought in my head was, what did I get myself into? And soon after I found out. I had an opportunity to travel to many places in Minnesota, to talk to little kids and senior citizens and people my age, to tell them about my hometown and to represent Blaine as an ambassador. It has been an amazing experience that I wouldn't trade for anything. I would like to thank the VFW and the Blaine Royalty Committee for all their support. Without all their hard work, the program would not be as successful. Jim and Judy, you two are the most dedicated people I know, and I will miss you very much. This year has been memorable because of the Bozers, Howers, Mormons, Skelskys, Mumas, Halls, and Johnson. All of you have made this year so much fun with the picnics and games and umpteen pictures taken. I always look forward to seeing the crowd of blue at the end of each parade, waving and cheering for us. Let's keep in touch. Mom and Dad, you two always treated me like a princess, even when I wasn't acting like one. Mom, thank you for doing my hair, making the famous 4 a.m. red dress, and for sewing the beautiful capes. Dad, even though we never saw the blue shirt, you were there for everything and supported me all year. Thank you. I love you both. To the sparkling section, I have enjoyed meeting all of you and seeing you at parade after parade. You all made this year so memorable. And now my royal family. John and Wanda, this year wouldn't have been the same without you two. I will miss your warm welcomes and hugs. Andrew, I think you managed to swat every bug in Minnesota this year. I'm going to miss seeing your smiling face every time you called me Stacy. Tracy, I'm going to miss your hugs, your singing on the float, and you dancing every chance you got. You're the perfect little princess. Nathan, I will never forget the countless times you would tug on my arm and say, Jen, I'm bored, what should we do? You will always be my little buddy. Carly, my little queen, I'm going to miss the times when you would smile and tell me that your crown was bigger. You never failed to make me laugh. Heather, I wish you the best of luck in the future. You will make a great history teacher someday. Wyatt, I don't even know what to say. This year has been the best. What would we do without you? Thank you for being a friend and not laughing at any of my funny stories and putting up with most congenial. Good luck in Alexandria next year. Stacy, oh, what to say. We have made so many great memories this year. I'm going to miss being twins and especially riding in parades in search of the cutest police officers. I wish you the best of luck in Florida. And finally, to the new girl I crowned tonight, savor every moment and most importantly, take pride in being a Blaine ambassador, for it's a time you will never forget. For the last time, my name is Jen Penner, and I'm honored to be a 2000-2001 Blaine Princess and most congenial. Thank you.
Please welcome 2000-2001 Blaine Princess and most congenial, Jen Penner.
Good evening. I'm Jen Penner. And I'm honored to be Blaine Princess and most congenial for 2000-2001. And I'd like to introduce you to some very special people. My parents, my dad Larry, and my mom Irene.
Thank you, Jen. We will now hear some parting thoughts from another one of this year's royal family.
1 year ago today, I was crowned the Blaine Princess for 2000-2001. I had surprise and excitement written all over my face. I had walked into my candidacy expecting to gain a few new friends, and I walked out with a beautiful sparkling crown. This past year has been rewarding in so many ways, and I will cherish my memories forever. I would first like to begin by thanking the Sergeant John Rice VFW Post 6316 for all of your support. It is greatly appreciated. I would also like to thank my sponsor, Manning Transfer. Without your support, I could not be here tonight. To the entire Royalty Committee, thank you for all of your hard work. It is because of you that we have such a great program. To Jim and Judy Ristine, thank you for everything that you do. You two are so dedicated to our Royalty program and have made my year truly memorable. To my mom and dad, I love you both more than anything, and I always hold you close to my heart. Mom, thanks for making sure I never forgot anything. And Dad, thank you for repairing the float whenever something went wrong. I could not have gotten through the year without you both. To the Howards, Skulskys, Bozers, Mormons, Penners, Johnsons, and Mumas, thank you for all of your hard work on our float. You are the best royal family I could ever ask for, and I will miss you all so much. Debbie Howard, thank you for taking all the great pictures over the year. I will miss you taking pictures of me every time I was stuffing something in my mouth. I will really appreciate it. To the special sparkling section who are sitting out there tonight, you are what made every parade and coronation so much fun. It was great seeing all of your wonderful communities. Thanks for always making us feel welcome. To John and Wanda, You two are the most warm and caring people I have ever met. I am so glad I could share this year with you. To Andrew, you are such a sweet little boy, and I will miss you asking me all of those funny questions. But I just have one question for you. How on earth do you still mistake me for Jen? Tracy, my beautiful little princess and my dance queen. I will miss singing and dancing with you at all of our parades. You can always put a smile on my face and make me laugh. I will miss you so much. Nathan, what a crazy kid you are. Thank you for always making sure our float was in order. You are a little Mr. Fix-It. Carly, you are so full of energy and curiosity. We always have fun together, and I'm going to miss you. Heather, thank you for bringing Tic Tacs to every parade. You are always on top of things. I wish you the best of luck in the future and at Aquatennial. I know you will do well. To Wyatt, what fun we have had this year. You always know how to have a good time. Thanks for picking out cute boys for me and Jen to look at. You definitely know how to pick them. I wish you the best of luck at school, and thanks for everything. Jen, you are such a wonderful person, and I am so glad to have gotten to know you this past year. I couldn't have asked for anyone better to share the same wardrobe with. I will miss checking out all those cute boys with you on the float, especially the ones in uniform. Good luck to you in the future. I know you will do well no matter what you do. To the special girl I crowned tonight, please remember what an honor and privilege you have to be wearing your crown. Capture every moment and hold it close to your heart, because your year will go by way too fast. My time has come to say goodbye, and so, for the last time, my name is Stacy Hall, and I am the 2000-2001 Blaine Princess.
And now, please welcome 2000-2001 Blaine Princess Stacy Hall.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Stacy Hall, and I am truly honored to be the 2000-2001 Blaine Princess. I would like to introduce you to my parents, Chuck and Donna Hall. I love them both very much. Thanks.
Thank you, Stacy. Our ambassador will now share some of his memories of the past year.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to start out by thanking all of you for attending our royalty coronation. This year has been an unbelievable experience for me, from visiting small town celebrations to the big extravaganza of the Winter Carnival. It has been an honor and a privilege to represent my community in the city of Blaine at various functions. This would not have been possible without the support of my sponsor from last year, Gasoline Alley. The huge support and generosity of the Sergeant John Rice VFW Post 6316 and the dedication of Blaine Blazin 4th Royalty and Ambassador Program. All of you. I want to especially thank Jim and Judy Racine and their family. Your friendship, patience, guidance, and support has meant a lot to me. You're very special. Your time and commitment into this program is unbelievable, valued and greatly appreciated. To the visiting royalty, I have made many new friends and look forward to seeing you at your parades and coronations. I truly enjoy meeting all of you. You made it tough competition for our float with all the unique and great ones from the various communities. However, we did receive a few awards and were thrilled with second place at Anoka Halloween Parade and top award from the St. Paul Winter Carnival. I took a lot of ribbing from my friends as I took on the endeavor of Blaine's ambassador, giving up much of my time and not being at all on the softball team 2 years in a row. They all thought I was crazy. I have to tell you, for a guy my age, being around all these beautiful women made up for all the games I missed. To my fellow lone ambassador, Tim, as Columbia Heights ambassador Anthony and my year have come to a close, I wish you well. Have fun, enjoy, and carry on representing us well. Take care of the scepter. Be careful of setting it down, as mine is somewhere in southwestern Minnesota. To my extended royal families, thank you for your time and energy spent fixing and decorating and driving the float. I appreciate all of your support and look forward to seeing you all along the parade route. It was great to getting to know all of you and having you share your families with me and mine, especially the young ones, and keeping my dad entertained. Thank you for allowing your sons and daughters to participate in this program. They are wonderful young people and adults. To my family, thank you. I have had a blast this year, and I have to say I appreciate your love, loyalty, and support in making it possible. To my royal family, we have shared a great year and have a lot of wonderful memories. I was truly lucky to be part of this 2000-2001 royal family. To my senior king and queen, Juana and John, you have represented the community of Blaine with royal dignity. I'm so glad you were part of our family. What kind of loving couple you are, your friendship means a lot to me. To my junior royalty, I have never had a little brother or sister, and I'd have to say it has been a pleasure being around all of you. You all have all grown up so much this year. You always brought joy to our group and have represented us well, with and without teeth. I do plan on attending all of your graduations. Junior Princess Tracy, our singer, I expect to get front row seats and back row passes to your concerts. You are so talented and I believe you'll go far in life. Junior Vice Commodore Andrew, you always made us smile and laugh with your wild imagination and your love for bugs and monsters. Even as the Halloween parade, your pumpkin costume had to have the scary face. Junior Queen Carly, you have made the perfect queen, waving and smiling at every parade and having a new hairdo at almost every event. Junior Commodore Nathan, that white suit was a challenge to keep clean at the receptions, but you did it well. As it was, I was the one doing the spilling. I wonder who is more adult between the two of us. To my cohorts, Princess Stacy and Princess Most Congenial Jen, what a fun year this has been and has gone by so fast. I truly enjoyed every minute of sharing this year with you. Your smiles, your talks, your laughter, and your friendship have meant a lot to me. I do not know why you weren't happy with the guys I pointed out along the parade routes. I do think you two could have been more helpful with my meeting of the babes and young women. Stacy, I do plan on making it down to Florida for spring break. Jen, friends forever. Queen Heather, have fun at Aquatennial, and I wish you the best of luck in your future with whatever you decide to do. As my year comes to a close, I again have to say it has been a great privilege to represent my city of Blaine and had a great year. I know I will miss many of the activities, parades, coronations, my spot on the float, and meeting all of the community's representatives. It's been a once-in-a-lifetime experience. To the new royalty crowned tonight, make the most of the year, have fun, and represent our city with pride. Say Judy, now that I do not have someone to pass the scepter on this year, does this mean that I can also be the 2001-2002 ambassador? Just kidding. Now and forever, I am Wyatt Johnson, and I am very proud to be the 2000-2001 Blaine's Blazin' 4th ambassador. Thank you.
Please welcome 2000-2001 Blaine Ambassador Wyatt Johnson.
Hello everyone. I'd like to introduce my family. This is my father Mark, my mother Pam, my brother Wes, and my sister Whitney. Thank you.
Thank you, Wyatt. And now the last member of this year's royal party with her thoughts of the past year.
A life reflects the attitudes and values that a person holds. When I was blessed with the opportunity to represent Blaine, my life, my attitudes, and my values were suddenly enhanced beyond comprehension. At first I was afraid that no one would accept a girl who wore ponytails and running shoes. But with the help of many, I soon learned about the two things I had been avoiding for the first 20 years of my life: hair and makeup. Eventually my life included an enhancement of my previous skills and talents. As Miss Blaine, I was faced with more public speaking opportunities and a challenge to say something creative and interesting. I have made over 70 personal appearances, gone through countless bobby pins, and have had the chance to meet and greet hundreds of Minnesota and Wisconsin residents. My life includes more self-confidence and a stronger desire to succeed and be true in all that I do, whether I am in a parade or a classroom, if I am conversing with the mayor or a convenience store clerk. My goal has been to set a precedent, to live a life of high expectations and excellence. This increased sense of excellence that I have attained from representing the city of Blaine is something that will never be lost. My picture of an enhanced life will carry out through the rest of my schooling at Bethel College, as a daughter, a sister, and a friend, and someday as a teacher, wife, and mother. The opportunities I have encountered and the goals I have achieved, not only this year, but in my lifetime to come, are credited to the increased involvement of my family and friends and the always outstanding work of volunteers and coordinators. These people have been supportive through times of sadness and joy, and I am extremely grateful to all. I now have a better understanding of life, and that the manner or attitude in which things are accomplished is more important than what was actually accomplished. I consider myself forever grateful and increasingly blessed for this opportunity which has made me the person I am today,
and the person I will be tomorrow.
Please welcome 2000-2001 Miss Blaine, Heather Muma.
I'd like to take this time and introduce you to my family. They've been extremely supportive through everything that I do. My loving mom and dad, Gary and Debbie Muma, my brothers who are young and single, Dusty, Curtis, and Mitchell. Thank you all for coming, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the evening.
The BB4 Committee, the Pageant Committee salute and thank each of you for your generous commitment and gracious style as you represented us this past year as Blaine's Goodwill Ambassadors. Heather will be competing in this year's Minneapolis Queen of the Lakes program. Our best wishes and good luck as we participate in the Minneapolis Aquatennial. May it be a memorable experience for you.
Each of the royalty are receiving from the Pageant Committee this plaque to display with pride for the wonderful job that each has done this past year.
Present here with us today are distinguished honorable representatives of the Minneapolis Aquatennial. Welcome as we invite to the center stage Princess Anne Sumagale, escorted by Nancy Lindahl.
Good evening. It is a real pleasure for us to be here together with you tonight in Blaine. We are so impressed with your pageant, and my name is Nancy Lindahl. I am the 2001 Aquatennial Commodore. It gives me great pleasure to introduce an incredible ambassador for the Aquatennial, the former Miss Crystal, Anne Sumagale, 2000-2001 Aquatennial Princess.
Thank you, Nancy. It has been a pleasure for me to get to know 3 years' worth of Blaine ambassadors from 1999, 2000, and 2001. And I have to say that the ambassadors from Blaine, as you can see with all the emotion going on stage tonight, that they're very, very proud of where they come from, and that they are very, very friendly to many of the visiting dignitaries from other towns. We have had the pleasure of being graced with the presence of 2 wonderful ambassadors from Blaine this year at the Minneapolis Aquatennial, Brandon Maureen, our Junior Vice Commodore, and Whitney Buchelt, our Junior Princess. And I'd like to give everyone to give them both a hand for representing Blaine and the Minneapolis Aquatennial this year. I do have a quick story about your wonderful queen from Blaine. She looks scared. I promise it's a good one. When at the orientation for the Minneapolis Aquatennial for the Queen of the Lakes pageant, I had the pleasure of telling everyone about how I prepared for the Minneapolis Aquatennial. And having a business degree myself and being out in the business road for 2 years, I told the girls that binders are a very important part of my life. And being a very organized person, I put together a binder before I left for the Minneapolis Aquatennial full of spreadsheets and all these fun things that everybody kind of laughed about when we were at orientation. And Heather confided in me that she herself has started a binder for the Minneapolis Aquatennial. So I just have to say how proud I am of her of doing that. I would like to call her over here at this point right now. My fellow binder queen. Heather, I'd like to present this Queen's Charm to you as a symbol of the relationship that the Minneapolis Aquatennial has with the city of Blaine, and to invite you to join us at the Minneapolis Aquatennial, the 10 best days of summer as a Queen of the Lakes candidate. Congratulations and best of luck.
It is my honor as Commodore to present an honorary Commodore Award to an incredible citizen in the city of Blaine. The recipients of this award tonight are people that have given of their time and their energy and their talents to make your community a better place. And from what I understand, have done a lot for this festival over the years. The proclamation reads as follows. Minneapolis Aquatennial Association Commodore's Award. Here it be known that Mix Printing, the outstanding volunteers, are awarded the Honorary Commodore Award this evening in recognition of dedicated volunteer service and community involvement. Blaine, Minnesota, July 3rd, 2001. Signed, Wendell Willis, Aquatennial President, Nancy Lindahl, 2001, Commodore. Is there somebody here from Mix Printing this evening? We'd love to have them come up to the stage. Are they here? We understand they're everywhere, so we'd love to have you up here, please. We assume you're surprised. I think so. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
As a final gesture, we would like to invite everybody here this evening to the 10 best days of summer, and they're coming quickly. Last night, we were at a very cold parade in Coon Rapids, so we keep saying summer starts next Friday night, July 13th through the 22nd. We look forward to seeing you in Minneapolis. Thank you.
All right, next up we have the Winter Carnival, and they ask that I read this card. To introduce you to His Excellency, the Prime Minister to the Royal Court of Boreas Rex 65, the 2001 St. Paul Winter Carnival.
Please welcome Steve Sterling.
Thank you very much. My name is Steve Snelling, and I'm the Prime Minister of the St. Paul Winter Carnival this year. On behalf of the Winter Carnival, first of all, thank you very much for inviting us to your wonderful pageant. We were in the parade Saturday and really had a good time. It was a little warm, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was very
warm. Yeah. It was warm. And what a great group of candidates, you guys. Good luck. As the Prime Minister, I have the pleasure of introducing the members of the royal family at each event. The first group I'm going to introduce is the King's Guard. The King's Guard is given the job, according to the legend, of protecting Boreas Rex against the nasty purveyors of fire and soot, the Vulcans, and they have done a reasonable job. First of all, the captain of the King's Guard, Jerry Peterson. The Sergeant of the King's Guard from the Royal House of Twin City Paper Supply Company and J.R. Blomseth, Brian Frazier. From Splat-Tag Incorporated, June Adams. From Holcomb Henry Boom Funeral Homes, Ryan Benson. From Donald's Apparel and Uniforms and Royal Dental Arts, Josh Feldman. And from Great Waters Brewing Company and Valento Tax Services, Michael Kinch. Now, Boreas Rex travels the realm with his four brothers and their princesses. First is Titan. Titan is known as the most powerful and strongest of the four brothers. He's the Prince of the North Wind from the Royal House of Twin City Paper Supply Company, Dick Kodrowski. And on Dick's right is the beautiful Princess of the North Wind from the Royal House of the law firm of Neal J. O'Neill, Terry Edstrom. The next group is from the East. The East is known as the most forgiving of the four winds and the most understanding of others' needs and schedules. He is the Prince of the East Wind from the Royal House of Hotel Furniture Liquidators, Mike Hafner. And equally understanding and with a beautiful heart is the lovely Princess of the East Wind from the Royal House of XL Energy, Stacy Weiss. The West is known as the most constant and loyal. And if you ask her smart, part of the realm, the beautiful Princess of the West Wind from the Royal House of Bonfils, Auto Service and Body Repair, Ellen Schoenfelder. And the last group of winds, they're from the South. They're the hottest, and some would say the wildest. He is known as Notos. He's the Prince of the South Wind from the Royal House of Wallace Enterprises and Premier Productions, Matt Wallace. And on Matt's right is the talented, the exciting Princess of the South Wind from the Royal House of ProSource Educational Services, Gina Johnston. And we also have with us the beautiful lady of late night song and merriment. We call her the Hot Mama. She's the 2001 Klondike Kate, Wendy Mozoff. And now could I have your attention? Thanks. At this time, it gives me great pleasure to introduce you to the mighty monarch of ice and snow. He's the true king of the St. Paul Winter Carnival from the Royal House of Remax, Realty 100, Boreas Rex, the 65th, Greg Kuntz.
Thank you all very much for your, I would say warm welcome, but I am the king of ice and snow, so I'm going to say cool welcome. We are very honored to be here today. What a great community Blaine is, from your parade to the wonderful ambassadors that you have, the community spirit, the warm welcome. It's just thrilling for us to be here, and we're very, very honored. I'm also honored right now to present to you Aurora, Queen of the Snows, from the Royal House of the beautiful city of Roseville, the lovely and gracious Misty Engler.
Well, good evening, and as Boria said, we are quite honored to be here in support of the City of Blaine and the Ambassador Program. I just want to comment on the royalty. The Blaine royalty have just been fabulous representatives of the City of Blaine. Every time I've seen them at the parades, they have represented their community with such style and grace, and I tell you, I was very impressed, and I'm so privileged that I was able to get to know them. I want to wish Queen Heather the very best of luck at the Aquatennial. I know she'll do wonderful. The Aquatennial is a wonderful opportunity to get to know many girls, and I know you'll have a fabulous time. Again, thank you so much for having us. We've had a wonderful evening so far, and we wish the candidates the very best of luck tonight. Thank you.
Thank you all very much. I know it was mentioned earlier in the evening, but Blaine has a special part in our celebration, the fact that your float won first place in our Grand Day Parade, and we really appreciate you being part of our celebration also. Thank you all very much for having us.
On behalf of the St. Paul Winter Carnival, thank you. Captain?
Thank you. A big part of every royalty's year is the enjoyment of making new friends, such as you have just met. At this time, our 2000-2001 Royal Party wish to thank and recognize the communities represented here today by inviting them on stage now. As they make their way to the stage, our royalty will continue the tradition of handing each visiting royalty a token of our appreciation for their attendance tonight and support throughout the year. We read these.
Please welcome Queen Melissa, Princess Elizabeth, Princess Melanie, also Miss Congeniality, Melanie.
The Cambridge Ambassadors, Jenny, Marie, Rachel, and Kristen.
We welcome our Fridley ambassadors, Queen Alexa, Princess Marissa, and Princess Heather.
From the Robbinsdale Whiz-Bang Days, Queen Kelly, Princess Jenny, Princess Amy.
We welcome the Woodbury royalty, Queen Julia and Princess Laura.
From St. Louis Park, Princess Erin, Miss Congeniality Maggie, and Ambassador Tim.
We welcome Northeast Minneapolis, Queen Abby and Princess Darcy.
From White Bear Lake, we have Queen Susie.
We welcome from Coon Rapids, Queen Carrie and Princess Julian.
Please welcome the Isanti royalty, Queen Crystal, Princess Carrie, and Princess and Most Congeniality Mo. All right.
Okay. We welcome from New Brighton, Princess Daria and Princess Jessica.
From Columbia Heights, we have Queen Sally, Princess Crystal, and Miss Congeniality Heather.
We welcome from Anoka, Queen Amy, Princess Christine, as well as Princess and Miss Congeniality Laura.
From the community of St. Francis and their pioneer days, we have Queen Monica, Princess Amanda, and Little St. Francis Little Miss Emily.
It is difficult to explain in words how greatly appreciative the pageant committee is to Sergeant John Rice, VFW Post 6316. Their interest, their belief, and their financial support is what allows Blaine's royalty program to grow and to be so distinguishable. They allow our youth to represent Blaine in style.
Because of prior commitments, the commander could not be with us tonight, but expresses his thanks for a job well done and continued success with all future endeavors. Judy, would like to now present the current royalty with their savings bonds, and
we bring them out at this time.
Yeah. After they're done greeting their friends. And they're here.
Just like that, here we are.
And it's a good time.
See, this is where you got to listen to us for just a minute or two because the royalty isn't off stage yet, the visiting royalty.
Do you have any good jokes, Jim?
Pardon?
Do you have any good jokes?
None that we want to hear now. Sorry about that. But it is really nice to have all this visiting royalty here. It's a nice wait. It's a nice opportunity for us to wait here. We're getting closer. Well, maybe I ought to give you that. No, I won't give you that one. Okay, we have some special award here that we would like to hand out this evening. As a part of the program, as a part of the Sergeant John Rice VFW, they do give each of the kids a savings bond, and we would like to hand them a gift certificate. The savings bond will actually be mailed to them, because as you can tell by looking at them, who knows if they've got permanent addresses or if they're who they say they are. So these are mailed to them. And we are going to start out with Andrew Bozer. And again, I'm not going to tell you the amount because we don't need any robberies going on in the parking lot afterwards. Our next one goes to Carly Hauer. Then we have Tracy Mormon, Nathan Skulski, Jen Penner. You know, I have the easy job. I just stand here and hold them. Heather Muma. Stacy Hall. And last but not least would be Wyatt Johnson, I'll bet you. Okay, and again, from us in the committee, we thank this group for the tremendous job they did for us. It was terrific having them with us all year. We're really going to miss you, and we do wish you all very well, and best of luck in all your endeavors. And thank you for sharing your year with us. And I think I should acknowledge we have a lot of people out in the audience. I'd like to acknowledge this year's president of the Blaine's Blazing Fourth is Nancy. If we could have Nancy stand up for just a minute. There we go. She's right in the front row here. We would like to thank Nancy for all her efforts. She's been our president for 3 years now, and we've had some pretty successful festivals, and we do thank her for her time and efforts. Thank you. Now I'm out of here. I know it's a rough time.
As the 1999-2000 Miss Blaine, it's my honor to invite Heather forward into the Past Queens Club. Heather, please come forward and accept your Queen's pin.
Ouch, I just stuck my finger. Oh, I'm on! Who did us? Shh. This is a special moment. I can't get it on. Here. We'll just pretend. It'll stay for now. There you go.
As I mentioned, I was the 1999-2000 Miss Blaine, but without my royal family, my year would have been incomplete. With that, it is my pleasure to introduce to you my princesses, my friends, Tara and Tracy.
Could we have Jen and Stacy please come up here?
I would just like to congratulate you girls on the great year that you did representing our city as princesses. It has been so much fun getting to know both of you.
And we'd like to welcome you both to the Princesses Club.
And you guys both made me cry. See, it's not fair. You guys don't have mics on. You can't just say it.
next year, they will all be wearing straps.
And the winner is Tracy! All right, we're moving on to the awards. The first award tonight is for the most car wash pledges. Our congratulations and thanks go to candidate number 10, Sarah Madela, sponsored by Buffalo Wild Wings.
Our next award is for the 2001 candy sales winner. The winner is Sonia Erickson, candidate number 9, sponsored by Angelique. Our next award is for the most photogenic award. I think this is truly one of my favorites. In keeping with the spirit and goals of the Blaine Royalty Program, the Most Photogenic Award seeks to discover the candidate which exudes their inner beauty with confidence and poise. The photographer subjectively determines which of the candidates were able to relax and supply the most genuine look with the least amount of effort. This year's Most Photogenic Award winner is Danielle Jeskowitz.
Danielle, you can have all this later. This is yours too. Okay. Senior King and Queen, John and Wanda, will now come forward to crown our new senior royalty.
The Blaine Senior King and Queen were selected at a pageant held on February 14th at the Mary Young Senior Center.
It is requested that no one come on stage after the coronation. All candidates and royalty will immediately be escorted to the cafeteria where a receiving line will be formed. Thank you for your cooperation.
Hot mic.
Hot mic.
Please welcome our 2001-2002 Blaine Senior Royalty.
Congratulations to Ray and Helen, and I wish them a very successful year as we've had. Thank you.
I would like to wish them a very happy year, and I hope that they have as much fun as we have. Thank you.
And now the moment you've all been waiting for. More time to wait! Yay! The judges are still deliberating and actually are on their way in right now. We do not currently have the envelopes in our hand, but will show very shortly. What?
Here we go.
Here we go.
Okay, they finally arrived. Candidates, please step forward. Mrs. Sexton, the envelopes, please. Please.
Jen, will you come forward, please, to crown this year's Miss Congenial? That's fine. You can come up and do your spiel. I'll grab that stuff.
My spiel. Yep. Okay, this is gonna go better than last time, I promise. I'm Jen again, and
I was honored to be most congenial this year, and it is such a wonderful privilege because it is voted on by these lovely ladies up here, and it means so much. And let's see, it's still going good. I just want to read you what we think of most congenial. And this person is considered to be the most agreeable, friendly, and easiest to get along with. She should have the qualities of being sincere, genuine, and honest. And most congenial is treated with all the same privileges as any of the other ambassadors, so it is a great honor. Okay.
Go ahead and grab, nope, don't say anything yet. Go ahead and grab your crown and do the whole spiel, and then I'll read it after you place the crown on your head. Okay? Can you do this? Yeah. You know who you're going for?
This is the easy part.
Okay.
Congratulations, Audra. Where's the whole list? Okay.
What is it?
The whole list. Okay. Now please note there is no first or second princess. Both are equal. Also in a sealed envelope is the fourth place girl should a vacancy occur during the year. Princess Stacy, will you please come forward so that we... Stace.
Come on.
We talked about this before. This is the fun part. Princess Stacy, will you now crown Blaine's 2001-2002 princess? Please congratulate contestant number 3, Blaine's new princess, Audra Gerlach. Now, Princess Jen, will you please come forward?
I'm ready. You ready for your entourage? Me too. Just gotta take that stuff.
Heather, will you please come forward to crown the 2001-2002 Miss Blaine? And the Sergeant John Rice VFW are delighted to announce the candidate number 8, Katrina Gabransky, Miss Blaine for 2001-2002. Congratulations, Katrina. Please join us in now recognizing our new Miss Blaine and our 2 princesses. I'll have to read that again after she leaves. Say it so the princesses know to come forward. Okay. If we could please have the new Blaine royalty touch their nose, then their toes. If we could please have them on center stage. Please join us in welcoming our new Miss Blaine and our 2 new princesses. Thank you all for attending. We hope that you will join us in the cafeteria for a short reception. Have a good evening.
This comes to us from Cambridge, Massachusetts. Yeah. And now an oldie, Rockin' and Rhythm.